Alright, so I'm actually going to go over the method on removing viruses if you have a really infected computer, or if you have a computer that you just stopped using because it's just too infected and you can't do anything on it. I'm actually going to go ahead and tell you what you should do and the process you should do and what I personally like to use when I repair computers. But and the reason I'm doing it today because today is July 9th, and if you've been reading the news, if you've been following the news, today the FBI decided to shut down the servers the hackers were using to infect thousands of computers with this DNS virus. So basically the DNS, if your computer is infected with this DNS virus, you won't be able to get on the internet. And if you're infected with a DNS virus, frankly, you're gonna have more than just this virus running around. You're gonna have a lot more, because if you would have had a traditional antivirus that was up to date, you probably wouldn't have gotten infected with it to begin with. So you probably need to do a cleanup. So if you're really infected to the point where it's just locked up and you can't do anything on it, you're probably gonna need to get yourself a bootable environment. Rescue CD based. There's a couple out there, like Norton has one. There's Bitdefender, there's Dr. Web, and there's a whole bunch of. Dr. Web is actually pretty good, but it just takes too long to update. So I just go with Kaspersky. So Kaspersky Rescue CD. I suggest get yourself the CD version, because you just won't be able to. The virus won't be able to write anything on it because it's just sealed in, and you're good to go. So the first thing you should do is go ahead and update Kaspersky Rescue CD, because every single time is going to be out of date. It's always going to be out of date. I think their database is from like June 6th of last year, or yeah, something like that. So you're going to have to go ahead first, update it, and then after you update, you want to go ahead and do a quick scan. Usually, when you do a quick scan, it's going to unlock your computer enough so you can actually install your applications. So that's basically the first step. That's if you're really infected. The second step is go ahead and get yourself a copy of Kaspersky TDSS Killer. TDSS Killer is a very effective tool to remove a whole bunch of different crap or rootkits, and it's just very good to make sure you really get some of that nasty stuff off your computer. After that, you want to run CC Cleaner, which is a crap cleaner, or people like to call it crap cleaner, because in my experience, what I've seen is that a lot of clients don't empty out the recycle bins, and they never empty out their temporary files that the browsers create. So sometimes I'll see like 12 gigabytes of crap in these folders that they never use. And when the malware scanner is scanning your computers, it's actually going to go through those temporary files that you're not even going to need. So yeah, that's basically it. So when you're going to start doing any malware scans, you want to empty out all the temporary files to just save you some time. Basically, that's what I'm trying to get at. And you're going to free up plenty of space from your computer. That's basically it. So after getting all the crap out of there, and you delete a whole bunch of stuff from the temporary files, you want to get yourself two Super Anti-Spyware and Malwarebytes. Super Anti-Spyware is just a malware scanner, on-demand malware scanner. So it's going to remove a lot of nasty stuff from your computer, as well as Malwarebytes. Malwarebytes is my favorite tool because I like to call it the big hammer. It's very effective at removing a whole bunch of viruses, and it's going to find quite a bit. I find that Super Anti-Spyware is very in-depth, and so that's why I use it. So that's basically it. So after this point, after Malwarebytes, you should be good to go, and your computer should be clean. But just to make sure, I usually run something called Hitman Pro 3, which is a second opinion malware scanner, as they claim. And it's actually what Hitman Pro does is it uses 3 or 4 different malware scanners at the same time, and they all do a quick scan, and they'll run a quick scan through all these 4 different types of malware, different types of scanners. Let me go ahead and see if it's in there. No, I don't want to save it. Probably downloads, or probably home. I know. Hang on. Huh. Yeah, so Hitman Pro is going to run it through 3 or 4 different scanners, and they'll do a quick scan based on these 4 different scanners, and it's very effective at picking up really nasty stuff. So sometimes it'll actually tell you that if you're really infected and there's a certain virus it can't remove, it'll tell you it can't remove it and you need to get something else to remove it. It'll actually tell you. Like some of the rootkits, like the Aileron rootkit, if I'm mistaken, I probably mispronounced it anyway. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It'll tell you that it won't be able to remove it. Like it'll tell you you need to remove it with something else. So if Hitman Pro comes up clean, then your computer's disinfected, and you should probably get some sort of antivirus on there. Usually I go with Home Security Essentials, and Home Security Essentials after this point. And just for kicks, I actually go ahead and just do a scan of Home Security Essentials or your preferred antivirus, and you should do a scan of that too. But if you're still having issues at this point, you should probably format and go back to original settings and back up your data and stuff. But if you're persisting, Combo Fix is the last tool I would use, and after this point you should just go ahead and stop, because after this point you probably spend a good 3 hours. Like, yeah, you probably spend a good 3 hours disinfecting the computer. Combo Fix is the last resort I will go to in case you're still having troubles with it. Combo Fix is a really effective tool, another effective tool to remove rootkits, and I only use it because sometimes it could be a little bit flaky, and I've heard, this hasn't happened to me, but I've heard it'll actually format your whole computer if there's some sort of collision with your antivirus. So if you're going to use Combo Fix, make sure you turn off your antivirus, or just as a matter of fact, you should uninstall every single malware scanner tool on your computer at this point. So basically, uninstall Super Anti-Spiral, Malwarebytes, and yeah, you should go ahead and just uninstall those so there's not going to be any issues. It hasn't happened to me, but I just do it just for Pete's sake. A little note on Combo Fix. This happened a while back, like a couple of years back. The Combo Fix homepage was hijacked, and it was infecting a whole bunch of computers. But this was long back. I'm pretty sure they fixed it by now. But make sure you go to bleepingcomputer.com Combo Fix, because yeah, just for, I don't know, I guess I just go here because of what happened back in 2008 or something like that. So Combo Fix, if Combo Fix doesn't if it doesn't work, and if you still want to remove the virus you still have in there, you're trying to get rid of, then this is the last thing you should do is just probably go ahead and Google search. Google search the virus you're trying to get rid of, if you know which virus you're trying to get rid of. Or if there's some special tool out there, then, I don't know, like Hijack This is another good tool, but it's very tedious to use because it's not really a malware scan. You have to do more Google searches to make sure that registry key is legit, and if it's not, you have to remove it, then you have to play around with that. So after this point, it's better if you just go ahead and just wipe and reload and back up your data that's important, like your pictures and stuff. And so yeah, so that's basically it. I know that it's a lot of information on it, but if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below in the video, or in the comment section, I mean. And if you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up or thumbs down if you thought it was good or bad. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. I'm actually working to get my channel up and running too. So I'm just doing this for fun at the moment anyway. So yeah, so that's basically it. Hope you have fun removing some viruses off your computer, and if you have a DNS virus on your computer, you should be able to get it back up and running easily with any antivirus, as a matter of fact. But if you have a DNS virus, you should probably go ahead and get some malware tools to make sure you don't have anything else running on there. So yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like these, and give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you wish to do. And thanks for watching.